What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, The Unpopular Party, hosted by me, Party Next Shore. And I'm doing a voiceover style video because I'm currently in the process of moving and I have no equipment right now. But I still want to give you guys a video because y'all been asking about my thoughts on this trailer and just thoughts about the cast. So this is where I'm going to break all of that down for you guys. It's my first voiceover video, y'all, so just be patient with me. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any videos I post in this new year. Also, by the way, Happy New Year. Also, if you haven't already, please make sure you check out my previous video, which is the history of Zeus Network, where I talk about how it was created, where was the starting point, and how we ended up where we are today. A lot of interesting talking points in that video, especially just wondering like where this network come from. I highly recommend y'all check it out. All right, you guys, without further ado, let's get straight into my thoughts. So Baddies West is the third installment to this whole baddie universe we have on Zeus Network. And last season, they took over the South and got to the bag. So now, I guess they said we're going to pack it up and take it to the West Coast. This season is going to be featuring girls that we knew from previous seasons, girls that we knew from previous reality shows, as well as some newbies. Of course, Natalie Nunn is returning. Natalie is not going to let y'all do anything baddies related and let her not be the center of it. But she's going to do the same thing, remind us all season this is her show and she's the EP. And yeah, the next returning we have is Krishan Rock, and Krishan was actually featured on season 2 of Baddie South. She had a lot of viral moments on there, especially her fight with Persuasion. Now, currently, she's on Zeus Network with a show with Blueface called Crazy in Love. Now, I have not been watching this show, but from the one clip I did see on TikTok, this show is kind of brutal. Like, she hit that man in the head with a Hennessy bottle and tried to vacuum it out. Then it looked like he was slowly slipping into a coma, and then after that, he was still proceeding to call her a B. I'm like, why is this airing? You know, this is kind of domestic. Another returning person we have is Rolly, and Rolly been working with the Zeus Network for a good minute now. She started on One More Chance season 1 and 2, and she was on the previous season of Baddie South. And the final person we have returning is Scotty. Now, Scotty was on the second season of Baddie South, and she was brought in as a replacement to Christina. Also, it's made very known to the viewers that her and Natalie had a really good friendship, but we're gonna put a pin in that because I'm gonna come back and talk about that. Now, for previous reality show stars, first we got Kat. Now, Kat was actually on the 5th season of Bad Girls Club, and that season aired in 2010. I was like, oh my gosh, I literally remember seeing this just like yesterday. Like, I cannot believe it's been 13 years since that. But anyway, from what I remember, Kat was a fan favorite on the show. But the way she left the show has always been controversial, because on the show, she said that she left because, you know, she's too classy for the Bad Girls Club. She don't have time for this man. But allegedly, the reason why she had to leave the show, because when they was in Jamaica for the trip, she stabbed a stripper with a fork. And for, you know, legal reasons, they can't air there. So they had to do it like that. But since the show, she's kept a really low profile. You never really hear her in a mess. And she dated Drake. Like, like Drake was in love with that girl, did a whole rap about her and all. But Kat and Natalie has always had like a good little friendship, so I'm not surprised to see her on the show. And Natalie has stated that she wanted Kat on the show, so it kind of all just worked out. Next from the BGC world, we got Lo from season 12. And to me, she most known for saying this:
I'm gonna give you a collard green cornbread country ass whipping house.
But see, like, I'm kind of surprised, but not surprised to see Lo on the show. Because, you know, she had been, like, chilling, really into holistic medicine, protecting her peace, and just protecting her aurora. So I'm just like, what you doing on the Zeus Network? But, you know, she did say in the live, if Zeus and Baddies cut that check, she'll do a little do-to-do. And I guess they cut that check. So, but I really hope it's worth it for her in the end. Same with Kat. Like, a pattern I'm noticing of like these old BGC girls that go on the Zeus Network. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but they just end up just becoming lame and just being punked out on the show. Like, you know, Christina from BGC 9, she was like a fan favorite. Everybody loved Christina. Everybody was like, oh, she got them hands. And then when she went on Baddies Atlanta, it just started to taint her image. She just started looking slow. Same with Persuasion. You know, Persuasion was not necessarily a fan favorite, but a lot of people liked her from 16 with, you know, that altercation with Winter. And then she got on the show and got beat up by Rock. So now people looking at her like, I don't know. I just hope it don't happen to Kat and Lo, because I like them. Now, from Love and Hip Hop, we have Tommy. And I'm still kind of shocked to see Tommy on this show, because she was the main one that did that live where she was like, oh, I don't know what baddies is. I don't understand what their purpose is. It's kind of lame. And she ended up on the show. So it's like, y'all just be talking. But, you know, we've been watching Tommy on TV for years on Love and Hip Hop. And, you know, we've seen her battle some demons when it comes to drinking, family issues, like anger. We just seen her journey per se. You know, this isn't her first time on Zeus Network. A long time ago, she did that conversation episode with Akbar. And then she popped back up on Baddies West doing the audition episode. And then we had this moment happen.
Get that bitch out of here. Get that bitch the fuck out of here now. Tommy. Get that hoe out of here. Tommy.
But I thought it was weird to have Tommy host the audition, whatever that was, and then only to follow up having her be on the show. Like, you mean to tell me you over here judging and trying to pick out the girls to be on the show, and you finna be on the show? Like, you knew you was about to be on this show. Y'all might as well should just gone throw Suki in there as well. But I also feel like this whole Tommy versus Stunner Girl stuff, this is stuff that's been like pre-planned, because just like how they knew Tommy was gonna be on the show, they knew Stunner was gonna be on the show. Stunner been having meetings with like Liam and Natalie them, so they knew who they wanted to cast. So I feel like they just told her, go to this little audition, y'all beef whatever, it'll get people hyped for the show. So when they do put both of y'all on the show, or when people find out y'all gonna be on the show, it'll hype it up or something like that. Speaking of Stunner Girl is one of the newbies that's added to this season. She's part of the people that made it from the audition episode. And I know a lot of y'all be saying like, oh, Stunner, she from the Bay, she finna rep the Bay, she running stuff like that. Me personally, I don't know who Stunner Girl is. And people thought I was lying when I said that. I was like, nah. But I did do my research on her, and I saw that I do remember her from this one TikTok that went really viral that me and my friends should share as a meme. I'm finna post it.
I like to make music that moves people. Clap, 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 clap that ass, bitch. Shake that camel toe. Let me see them pussy lips.
Literally a friendship was made off that meme. But as you can see, that is a genius interview. So that means she was on there promoting her song that went really viral. She was on there talking about her song Runaway and doing the lyric breakdown. But with that being said, yeah, she does do music. And she has like 2 albums out from what I saw. And like from what I know about Genius, like not everybody can get on there. So, you know, props to her. Also, I found that we have the same birthday, and I'm just like, yeah, that makes all the sense. Next newbie we have is Biggie. Now, Biggie was a fan favorite during the audition process. I think people just liked her vibe and her personality, and they really wanted her to like make it onto the show. So when she did, people was excited for the most part. Only thing I really just knew about her was that she was like a promoter from her state of Rhode Island. I believe so, don't quote me. Next newbie we got is Razor, and a lot of people like Razor from that clip they saw when she was just like, well, is anybody gonna run out? Yeah, they went in that shit.
I don't think I have to show you guys how I'm
I'm like, I hope she did, because if not, people gonna be disappointed. But yeah, as you can see, she's a fan favorite, and she's like a business owner. She owns like salons and boutiques and stuff. So yeah. Now this next woman, I don't know who she is. Like, she literally just popped up out of nowhere. Like, I know she be hanging out with Natalie and them, and I'm guessing she's a replacement. But it's just like, they could have introduced us to her a little better. I guess kind of how they did Scotty. We just watching the tease and just see her just like, oh, who are you? But like beyond the show, she is a DJ for real. So I thought she was like, maybe she like the baddie's personal DJ and she just following. Nah, after watching that trailer, she's on the show. I'm like, oh, okay. Speaking of the trailer, let's get into it, because they finally dropped the Super trailer, and it's going to be premiering on January 22nd, which is in a couple of days. But it did have some moments in there I wanted to touch up on. I just felt like a lot of moments in this trailer felt forced, because the main thing is they don't have that big enough beef to put hands on anybody. Like, they really don't know each other. They filmed for 3 weeks. So it's like, you mean to tell me that person got that much power to where they can take you out your element and y'all just be fighting? I just can't believe it. That's why I feel like all of this stuff is just fake and scripted and just doing it for the camera and the money, because ain't no way this person will make you this upset. And a lot of y'all be saying, oh, well, they just get into the bag. Well, if that's the case, that means they co-workers. And if they co-workers, this is now becoming a toxic work environment. Like, where is HR? Like, maybe only 2 of them may have an issue for real, but the rest of them just doing this for clout and face recognition. I feel like in this moment, Love was really trying to have like a mature conversation with Krishan.
All fucking day.
You just didn't waste your time.
You did waste everybody's time.
How?
But Krishan, all she knows is just like to spaz on and hit people, especially when they start to present an argument that's right. Like, yeah, Rock may have gotten up with her in that physical altercation, but I guarantee you Love was making some very valid points and making some sense when she was talking to her. So, yeah. Now, I do feel like this show is fake, but given the 1% chance, like, some of this stuff is legit, that's messed up if Natalie really did turn her back on Scott. Like, not for nothing, Scotty loved that girl. And from how it's been presented on the show, they actually had like a real friendship behind the scenes before Scotty was even introduced to Baddies in the second season. And Scotty just gave me real vulnerable vibes. So she probably did latch on to Natalie and really just like, look up to her in a sense, like literally, because she was sucking on that girl. Anyway, and it's like we seeing the same pattern over and over again. That's why they said like cold-blooded people, they don't care who they got to step on or throw under the bus to get what they want. Like it's a constant pattern just from what we've seen on TV. Natalie did this with Christina, Jayla, Slim, Rolly. Like whenever she gets done using you or get whatever she feel like she need out of you, or you feel like you about to like take off and do your own thing, like she likes to just throw you on the bus. And now we seeing it with Scotty, unfortunately. And then it looked like she tried to run up on her and fight her. Like I said, maybe it's not what we think it is. You know, maybe she was trying to run up on someone on the bus and Scotty was there trying to stop her, because that was after Rock slapped her on live. So maybe she was feeling a little embarrassed. But if Natalie was really trying to fight Scotty, like you're so lame, because it shows she only fights who she thinks she could beat up. Like that's so sad. Everything else we just saw in the trailer was kind of girl fighting everybody. Like she was getting into it with Tommy. Even with those situations, it don't look like how Stunner was trying to say, because she was on Twitter talking cash shit like, oh, I did this, that, and there. And in the trailer, it just looked like, I don't know. And she also gets into it with Biggie and Rolly. And which, let me say this about Rolly real quick. I don't think Rolly's getting that spinoff show. I think they jumped the gun, announced it too quickly. And I think that's why she had to come back to Baddies West. And speaking of her coming back to Baddies West, unpopular opinion, but I don't feel like Rolly is as real as people try to give her credit for. Don't get me wrong. I'm all here for growth. I'm all here for elevation. And I'm all here for like moving on past stuff. But the way Rolly and Natalie, like how low they went when it come to each other, like not only did they fought multiple times, right? They was leaking stuff about one another. They done said some stuff about one another. I think Rolly was the one who posted that picture of Natalie naked, allegedly. Like they had went to a point of no return. And it also came with the expense of Slim, because, you know, Slim and Rolly, they was BFL. But when the opportunity came back around, she went back on this show. And not only did she get back in the show, but her and Nelly all of a sudden got this newfound friendship. They BFF, they besties and stuff like that. That's not growth to me. That's fake. It's one thing to put the BS to the side and just be cordial. It's another thing to be braiding each other hair, taking shots like we just, like ain't nothing happened. Also, where does this leave her friendship with Slim? Because it's kind of like they just left Slim where she was at. And this is just me reflecting on the standards that she put out there for herself. Like she said, she got on national television and said that she is getting older. She's reflecting on a lot of stuff. She's about to turn 30 and she just don't have time to be consuming with all this childish energy. She said she wasn't coming back for another season. And what did she do? She came back for another season, because when reality set in, she realized she really didn't have that much going for her at the moment. So she had to literally sit there, shut up, and eat her word. To my younger people out there watching this video, hi, younger generation. I know y'all be saying, oh, she just chasing the bag, she getting to the bag. I see it as, look what that money will make a person do. Like, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, because all money ain't good money. Remember that. Also, Razor and Scotty get into it, and I ain't gonna lie, Scotty was looking confused. Like, Scotty was just giving, what is the issue, vibes? Like, what are you talking about type shit. Hopefully, it's not one of them situations where Razor is just fishing for an issue. Right now, that's what it seems like, but we'll see. And yeah, y'all, that's all I got for this video. What do you guys think of this Baddies West trailer? The cast, are you guys excited? Are you not excited? Do you feel like it's running its course, or is this just the beginning? Put all that in the comment section below. Also, don't get used to these voiceover style videos, because I like for y'all to see my face, what I'm thinking, how I'm trying to say it. Like, I can't do it like I want to with these, but this is cute for the time being. Thank y'all for all the warm prayers and wishes y'all sent me when I told y'all my apartment got flooded. Oh, it's been a stressful situation, but I'm moving into a new unit, so everything's working out in God's plan. All right, you guys, without further ado, love y'all. See y'all in my next video. Bye.